Life is full of misery, loneliness, and suffering, and it's all over much too soon. Loneliness is my least favorite thing about life. That thing that I'm most worried about is just being alone without anybody to care for or someone who will care for me. If you meet a loner, no matter what they tell you, it's not because they enjoy solitude. It's because they have tried to blend into the world before, and people continue to disappoint them. The most terrible poverty is loneliness and the feeling of being unloved. The time you feel lonely is the time you most need to be by yourself. Life's cruelest irony. Yes, there is joy, fulfillment, and companionship, but the loneliness of the soul and its appalling self-consciousness is horrible and overpowering. Sometimes being surrounded by everyone is the loneliest, because you'll realize you have no one to turn to. I don't see how you can respect yourself if you must look in the hearts and minds of others for your happiness. For fear you will be alone, you do so many things that aren't you at all. Sometimes you need to be alone. Not to be lonely, but to enjoy your free time being yourself. Pray that your loneliness may spur you into finding something to live for, great enough to die for. The greatest thing in the world is to know how to belong to oneself. All great and precious things are lonely. The soul that sees beauty may sometimes walk alone. A season of loneliness and isolation is when the caterpillar gets its wings. Remember that next time you feel alone. Sometimes you have to stand alone just to make sure you still can. There is nothing more lonely or terrifying than feeling unheard. Someday you're gonna be all alone, so you need to figure out how to take care of yourself. In the beginning, everyone is there, but then they forget. I think loneliness probably kills more people than cancer. They judge me before they even know me. That's why I'm better off alone. The journey's a lonely one. So much more than we know. People think I'm odd, so I know how it feels to be different, and I know how lonely that can be. You can leave. I'll remember you. I remember everyone that leaves. There is a magic in walking alone, in thinking alone. If there is no one to contact you around, the universe starts contacting you. Nothing can bring you peace but yourself. It's easy to stand with the crowd, it takes courage to stand alone. I restore myself when I'm alone. Being alone has a power that very few people can handle. Those who fly solo have the strongest wings. I enjoy being alone, my soul is at peace in the silence. Loneliness is sad, aloneness is blissful. Better to be with no one than to be with the wrong one. Standing alone is better than standing with people who don't value you. There are some places in life where you can only go alone. Embrace the beauty of your solo journey. Solitude is where I place my chaos to rest and awaken my inner peace. Loneliness adds beauty to life. It puts a special burn on sunsets and makes night air smell better. Being solitary is being alone well, being alone luxuriously immersed in doings of your own choice, aware of the fullness of your own presence rather than of the absence of others.